And now we continue bringing you some of the biggest stories of the 90s with headlines from the 90s. Africanized honeybees first enter U.S. That's right, the Africanized honeybees, the aggressive honeybees, which escaped from Brazil in 1957, have now been discovered in the United States in Hidalgo, Texas. As a matter of fact, they were discovered this month. They later will spread throughout all of the southwest U.S. Mayor busted! Mayor of Washington, D.C., Marion Barry has been arrested by the FBI in a drug sting operation and will be later convicted of misdemeanor drug possession. Barry will serve 6 months in prison. Pilot gets sucked out of a BA engine. On June 10th of this year, a British Airways BAC 111 main port windscreen blows out at 170,000 feet over Oxfordshire after the wrong bolts were fitted, sucking the captain outside. He was held by the crew until they landed at Southampton. Roseanne Barr sings the national anthem. That's right, comedian and sitcom actress Roseanne Barr sang the national anthem in front of thousands at a baseball stadium. She sang horribly, grabbed her privates, and spits on the field. She is later labeled enemy of the flag. Augusto Pinochet leaves the presidency of Chile. Pinochet took power on September 11, 1973, in a coup that ousted Salvador Allende. In October 1988, the Chilean people voted against electing him to a new 8-year term, and open elections were held late in 1989. The newly elected president, Patricio Aylwin, was sworn in on March 11th of 1990. AT&T security glitch. Programming error in software for the AT&T electronic switching systems caused a 9-hour outage, blocking an estimated 5 million calls. Signing of the ADA. The Americans with Disabilities Act gives civil rights protection to individuals with disabilities similar to those provided to individuals on the basis of race, color, sex, national origin, age, and religion. It guarantees equal opportunity for individuals with disabilities in public accommodations, employment, transportation, state and local government services, and telecommunications. Breaking news from the Philippines, Mount Pinatubo erupts. The once dormant Mount Pinatubo between the province of Pampanga and Zambales finally erupts, spewing millions and millions of tons of lava, leveling hundreds of rice fields, barrios, and driving the Philippine aborigines down to the lowlands, and dust scattered all over the world, lowering global temperature. Hate Crime Statistics Act is passed. The act passed this year was the result of a variety of concerned groups who argued for the need to gather national statistics on hate crimes that occurred nationwide. The act requires that the Attorney General acquire information every year about crimes that show prejudice based upon race, religion, sexual orientation, or ethnicity. The Attorney General is also required to publish this information in an annual summary report. Epps named president of American Medical Women's Association. Dr. Roslyn Epps becomes the first African-American woman to be named president of the American Medical Women's Association. We've got some political news for you. Dinkins has been sworn in as mayor. David Dinkins is sworn in as the first African-American mayor of New York City. Lawrence Wilder has been inaugurated. He's been inaugurated as the governor of Virginia, the first African-American to be elected to that position in the country. Huge news from South Africa. Nelson Mandela has been released from prison. Nelson Mandela is finally released from prison after 27 years. The release of the prominent political prisoner was ordered by Frederick W. de Klerk, the new president of South Africa. Mandela's release is applauded by political and human rights leaders around the world, including the United States. Bush vetoes civil rights bill. In spite of his significant support in Congress, President George Bush vetoes the Civil Rights Bill of 1990, which would have established racial quotas in employment. And finally, we leave tonight on a sad note. The children mourn Jim Henson. Beloved children's entertainer and puppeteer Jim Henson was mourned by children around the world after his death on May 10th of this year of a flu. Jim Henson, A Boy and His Frog, was released several months after his passing and was dedicated to his memory. Millions of children wrote in expressing their sorrow over the loss. And that's going to do it for the year of 1990. Be sure and tune in next time when we'll bring you the major headlines of 1991 right here on Headlines of the 90s. And now back to the music.